10 minutes, he was like, call this number. I'll never forget, it was a 516 number. He's like, this Puff is at his Hampton house. I didn't know what the heck the Hamptons was, none of that. Yeah, you know, come to New York, we sit down and we talk, you sign on that dotted line, and that's it. I was like, done.
Mario Winans here.
The ladies got real happy when Mario got on stage.
I definitely enjoyed it. It was an honor, man.
And you sounded good. Makes a difference.
He trying to make the comeback for the Caramel Brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we try to bring, the caramel back on in.
He produces all the records with me, you know what I'm saying? He the producer, write all the records. My partner, he's the only one I really do records with.
That thing right. There we go.
Special crown.
But a record executive said to me, if this place go up in flames right now, the only that will survive it. He said he a shepherd for the devil. He said, I don't even feel comfortable being here now that I saw that happen with Father MC.
Mario Winans, the guy who used to be Bad Boy Records' golden boy, has finally spilled the beans about his time with Diddy. And let me tell you, it's not pretty. We're talking mental torture, freak-offs, manipulation, and even witchcraft? I know, right? It sounds like something straight out of a horror movie. Mario used to be the go-to talent for Bad Boy, featured on hits like I Don't Wanna Know and I Need a Girl Part 2. But something went down around the time he dropped his second album, and now he's speaking out about the infamous Bad Boy curse. Now, we've heard other artists signed by Diddy talk about how he wrecked them financially, mentally, and emotionally. But Mario's story, it might just take the cake for being the most disturbing. Apparently, Diddy didn't just exploit Mario for his talent, he allegedly manipulated him into those freak-offs we keep hearing about. And then there's the witchcraft allegations. Mario hinted that there were some seriously dark forces behind Diddy's success, and he felt like he was being spiritually attacked. Yikes.
And he called me when I was 15. He was like, man, I got this group. But during the time Andre had resigned, there was so much going on at Motown. I was going through some things. I wasn't ready to be an artist, so when it came to performing, it was terrible.
Let's rewind a bit and talk about Mario's background. Born in South Carolina but raised in Detroit, Mario comes from gospel royalty. His parents are Marvin and Vicky Winans, and his aunt and uncle are the legendary BB and CeCe Winans. Talk about a musical pedigree. Mario was a musical prodigy, mastering piano, keyboards, and drums while still in school. His mom even hooked him up with a whole recording studio in their house. After high school, he started producing for gospel groups, but his big break came when he signed with Rowdy Records and worked on R. Kelly's self-titled album in 1995. In 1997, Mario dropped his debut album, Story of My Heart, through Motown Records. But the real game changer, linking up with Diddy and joining the Bad Boy Records family in 1998. He became their go-to producer, working with everyone from Biggie Smalls to Lil' Kim, Faith Evans, and 112.
Yeah, man, I definitely think the idea that my brother Sko is working with the artists and just helping them and breeding them and direct them and leading them in the right way is phenomenal. Always reach one, teach one, and we got to do the same thing somebody did for us. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around, and I'm all for it, all right?
2002 was Mario's year to shine. He co-wrote I Need a Girl Part 2 with Diddy, and it was a massive hit. He was riding high, working on his second album while juggling collabs with other artists. His single, I Don't Want to Know, featuring Diddy was a smash, spending 8 weeks at #2 on the Billboard Hot 100.
I would say, as far as collaboration and featuring, the most memorable songs I have to say was with my brother Puffy. We had great success on our songs that we collaborated with. We actually have like 5, maybe 6 records we collaborated with. That's the most. He's the most. He's the person I've collaborated with the most and has the most success with collaborating with, man. So I definitely have to say Puffy.
But then things started to get weird. Mario's personal life became a mess of tax evasion, baby mama drama, and those whispers of witchcraft started creeping in. It's like he went from the top of the world to the bottom of the barrel faster than you can say bad boy for life. Now let's talk about that baby mama drama. Mario met Janelle Bennett, who worked for Diddy's clothing brand Sean John, and they had an on-again, off-again thing for 8 years. In 2005, they had a son, Jordan. But plot twist, Mario also had a daughter with his side chick, Joy, around the same time. Cue the child support drama. Janelle spilled the tea to Page Six, claiming Mario kicked her out and left her homeless, while his side chick turned wife, Joy, was living it up in a 16-bedroom mansion. Talk about a messy situation, but wait, it gets worse. In 2016, Mario got busted for not filing his federal income tax returns for years. He was facing up to 2 years in prison and a $200,000 fine. Then in 2017, he got arrested for unpaid child support. He owed Janelle $178,000. The judge slapped him with a GPS ankle monitor and ordered him to pay up. Now, here's where things get really wild. Remember those witchcraft rumors I mentioned? Well, they started circulating around this time, and get this, it all ties back to Diddy. Mario's mom, Vicky, sent an email to Janelle accusing her of getting Mario involved in some dark arts. When Page Six asked Vicky about it, she said Janelle was evil and into all this witchcraft. But here's the kicker. Word on the street is that Janelle learned about witchcraft from her boss, Diddy.
First of all, I want to give all glory to God. I mean, God is so merciful and great to us. And I want to thank the Mobile Awards, Universal, Island Def Jam, Bad Boy, all the people that's here with me, my dancers, everybody that I love, all the fans, I love everybody here. Thank y'all so much. Thank you.
For years, there have been whispers about Diddy being into some seriously dark stuff. Occult practices, witchcraft, even demonic rituals. I know it sounds crazy, but stick with me here. Someone on Lipstick Alley claimed they walked in on Diddy at an industry party speaking in tongues during some kind of seance. Another person backed it up, saying they knew someone who witnessed a similar dark room chanting episode. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like some straight-up conspiracy theory nonsense. But honey, the rabbit hole goes deeper.
So I want everybody to know that God is real and to stay in alignment with your higher self, your higher purpose. Do activities that bring the best out of you and not the worst out of you. Understand that there's a high level of low vibrational entities around, but also with that awareness, there's high vibrations around as well. So we just need to have more awareness where we're trying to go and what we're trying to do and what's gonna make us happy.
Remember when Beyonce's drummer Kimberly Thompson got a restraining order against her in 2018? She accused Bey of using extreme witchcraft and dark magic to harass her. She even claimed Beyonce murdered her cat and tapped her phones. I mean, I love Bey, but that's some next level crazy if it's true.
The Abramovich's video on spirit cooking, after listing on a wall some of the ingredients of the cake of light, and even more disturbing, splashing an effigy of a small child with blood, Abramovich's video cuts to a clip of a huge snake wrapping around her body. This underscores the satanic goal of the spirit cooking ritual in invoking the serpent of old, a biblical symbol for the devil. Abramovich is simply declaring that spirit cooking makes you one with the devil. Crowley's Book of the Law states that the world is to be ruled by a group of satanic elite supermen under the authority of the beast or the Antichrist and Satan. The Book of the Law states, quote, "Let my servants be few and secret. They shall rule the many and the known," end quote.
Better understanding on why Jay-Z said in his song State of Empire featuring Alicia Keys, Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends.
And let's not forget about Jay-Z. Earlier this year, journalist Liz Crokin accused him of being involved in something called spirit cooking rituals. Apparently, these rituals are done under the supervision of performance artist Marina Abramovich, who's rumored to be the go-to witch for the elite. I don't know about y'all, but this is giving me major Illuminati-confirmed vibes. Now, back to Diddy. People have been saying for years that his rise to power wasn't just about talent and ambition, but actual sacrifices. Some folks believe he was siphoning energy from his artists for his own benefit, using them up and spitting them out once they'd served their purpose. There's even speculation that the tragic deaths of people close to Diddy, like Biggie, Craig Mack, Black Rob, and Kim Porter, were actual sacrifices. I know, it sounds absolutely bonkers, but these rumors have been swirling for years.
And they are dumbing it down to the fact that they think that P. Diddy is on some kind of spree for removing people who speak about this because he's gay. That is not the issue. There are gay people, but what we're talking about here is ritualistic deviancy used to harness energy of a human being. Ritualized, thought out, planned specifically to rip the person down and hide behind their energy. But what if we're talking about a religion that hides behind the energy of the most innocent on this planet, who are lit up energetically because it hasn't been broken? You know, Bieber was famous as a teenager and all of that. How do you think he got that way? Because they harnessed his energy and presented him, while him, the self, is broken. He is broken and a shell of himself because he has lost his sense of self. They stole that. That is what they wear.
Remember Cassie's lawsuit? She talked about how Diddy would set up these freaky sessions with candles arranged in a special way and everyone wearing masks. This led some fans to speculate that these weren't just your average wild parties, but some kind of rituals that Diddy was recording for his elite friends. Creepy, right?
Y'all be getting tattoos and have no idea what it is you're putting on your body, okay? Anyway, look who Diddy has on his back. And ask yourself, do you think, y'all know we're going into year 8, you know, this is the age of Aquarius where everything is being revealed. Do you think she's gonna let this slide?
And then there's this huge back tattoo Diddy got, which some fans believe represents Urzuli Dantor, a goddess and powerful spirit in Haitian voodoo. I mean, it could just be a cool tattoo, but with all these other rumors floating around, people are side-eyeing everything Diddy does.
So it was actually him and Kim Porter's birthday was on the same day. And people was thinking that because of Puff gave his birthday party on her birthday. But it was bigger than that, and people don't understand that. And I think that he had almost told off on himself when he spoke about the winter solstice. And that's when the pagans and people who believe in the cult was looking for that moon on 12/12 at 12 a.m. And they were doing spiritual rituals at that time. That's when that was going to be the last day of the full moon. And that means that the seasons and all that stuff has changed. But when you get into that spiritual realm stuff, it was when people they went and they paid homage to certain sacrifices and homage to certain idols. And on the third day, they would drink, party, be merry, and the men would have sex with each other. If you don't believe it, look it up for yourself. It was the last day of the full moon. And because it landed on 12/12 at 12, that's when ritual sacrifices and prayers and everything was given to certain idols. And on the third day, they drank, they be merry and be happy, and the men would give gifts to each other and have sex with each other. So it was bigger than that. And he gave his day on my man's birthday, 3 days after the full moon, 3 days after the last moon, on 12/12, 12 a.m.
Now, let's circle back to Mario Winans. According to some insider sources, Mario is allegedly blaming Diddy and these occult rituals for all his struggles. He reportedly regrets getting caught up in these rituals orchestrated by Diddy and believes his ex-girlfriend Janelle, who used to work for Diddy, was the one who first got him involved. But apparently, it was all on Diddy's orders because he wanted to leech off Mario's energy and recruit him for those freaky sessions. Now, I've got to stress that these are just rumors and allegations. We don't have solid proof of any of this, but it's wild to think about all the messed up things Diddy allegedly put his artists through. It makes you wonder what happened to those bad boy artists who didn't live to tell their stories. Fans are saying Mario's definitely an example of the bad boy curse. One fan pointed out, "From the jump, did anyone catch that Puff introduced him to the side chick that allegedly practiced witchcraft? I caught that. I don't think it was an accident either. Puff placed her in his life." Another added, "The witchcraft spell is called the fork. This all started after he started working with Diddy. So, what do you think, besties? Did Mario fall off because he got involved with Diddy and his rumored witchcraft rituals? Or is this all just a bunch of wild conspiracy theories? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And remember, while we're all here for the tea and the drama, it's important to take these kinds of allegations with a grain of salt. We don't know for sure what went down behind closed doors, and it's always good to keep a critical eye when it comes to these kinds of wild stories. That's all for now, my loves. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more piping hot tea, and stay tuned for our next video. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Goodbye.